Hey, Sherry. So, how was your day? Good weather, I hope. Good company or solitude? Both are good. Boring. I was trying to, like usual, trying to. I wanted to devote at least an hour over in the studio trying to straighten up. I was here. I don't know visually. I can't see what I accomplished, but at least I was busy. At least I got something done. I do. You know, obviously, I'm not ever satisfied until it gets done. Hi, Lucy. Until I get it done, which I tell my husband, I'll go back and he'll say, "Well, did you get a lot done that you wanted to?" And I said, "No." I've been telling him that for a month. He goes, "Do you need like a bigger area or something?" I said, "No. If you get a bigger area, you just got more junk. I got to organize the junk I have. And that's the key." But I think what it is, I sabotage myself each month because to do the kits, I got to haul stuff out. Hi, Brenda. I have to haul stuff out and, look at it and get inspired and figure out what I'm going to make out of it. And then I have all that junk out there. And then I got to start making like a little conveyor belt thing on my tables to put all the same stuff in all the kits. Hi, Janice. And, and then I got to package that stuff. And then before you know it, I have to do it all over again for the next month. So it's like, when do I ever really not have a bunch of stuff everywhere, So that is the challenge. Hi, Leslie. Oh, I was thinking when I was in here, um, oh, you're finishing. Good. Hey, Gail. Well, I was in here trying to like look at all the craziness. The word chaos just kept going through my head, and then I was remembering this was a long time ago. I'm talking probably 20 years. I'm not sure, Gail. I wasn't in contact with Susan today. She's been so tired, poor thing. Um, her body is spent sleeping on that recliner to be with the dog. She's been doing that for over a month, I think, like 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah. She probably ate and she's snoozing. She probably fell asleep. Um, so about, let me think. I'm trying to think how long ago this was. This has to have been about like 15, 20 years ago. Um, we were living in Hawaii at the time, and we used to go down to these lectures. They had a planetarium up there, and they would have um, you know different speakers the uh, from the university and stuff from the different islands. And so, of course, there was also a lot of lectures up there that had to do with mythology because of the beliefs, among the native Hawaiians and their gods and the land and each island and how they were formed. It was all really, really interesting. But I remember we went to this one lecture, and it had to do with the chaos of the universe. And, a lot of you may be familiar with, that basic theory of chaos when it comes to space and all this stuff. And then about the ripple effect and then the butterfly effect and all this. So for some reason, while I'm in there trying to straighten up all this mess, that's all I could think about was, oh my gosh, I have this miniature universe here in this house, in this studio, and it's just rippling. It's chaos. And it's like, oh my gosh, stop the butterfly wings, please. Stop the butterfly wings so I can get control. And I thought, oh, this is never going to happen. Stop already. I got up, it started to start baking, started. Oh no. Oh no, Brenda. What a way to have the day off. Not fun. Well, I guess you had your own chaos, didn't you? You had a stomach chaos, you poor thing. Oh, horrible. So anyway, I don't have a plan. I know I've been complaining to you guys for over a year about getting this place, and I try. I keep doing stuff, but I keep doing stuff that messes it up all over again. I think what I need to do, in all seriousness, I think I need to skip a whole month of, making any journal, making any kit, doing anything, and just pretend like when you have a warehouse, you have to close down the warehouse for inventory, Well, I have to close the warehouse to straighten it up so I can find stuff. Oh, I mean, like, look, right? I was going crazy. How long? Looking for this dumb book just for a book. Can't find the book. Found it now. These are here because when my husband put this in the bag, these were also there in the bag. So I have three. Remember way back when, in the summertime or something, I sold all of my Somerset Studio magazines. So now I got to go and see if he's got some more bags with, with some more of these magazines. Oh. Yeah, I did have a secret helper, that's for sure. Secret helper make me go crazy. Oh man. Anyway, so I fully intended to do something today with you guys, but my hand is I can't do anything with this hand. As soon as I start doing something, it gets super, super. I mean, it's really just on the surface, it's numb. But I tried doing something today and it really started getting numb. So I can't, I really, honestly, I shouldn't do anything because I'll just make it worse for no reason, right? I was going to, I had made these, I don't know, I made one of these about a week ago and I was going to show you how I did it. If you haven't done, these are just made with little scraps and you can make them no, she's not here yet. Linda, I think she might be, don't talk too loud. She might be asleep. um, these are really cute because, whoops, they can be any size. You can make them, out of any kind of fabric. And they could be flowers, they can be trees, they can be, whoops, they can be bells, they can really be anything. And they're really super, super simple. I'll show you. I won't sew it because it might make my hand go numb, but I'll show you how they're done, and they're super simple if you guys haven't. Yeah, we don't want to wake her up if you've never done these before. And they look really pretty when you make them out of felt. When you make them out of fabric that has, a sheen when, when it's folded, so you can see all these little indentations. So if you have like a taffeta or, anything that, you know, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. But they're really cute. They're really fun. And when you make them small, like maybe even half this size, they look super cool on the sides of journals and things like that. So you guys might want to try doing something with those, because I know a lot of you ladies have a lot of scraps. You don't like to throw things away, and because you can make this any size, all it has to be is a square. So depend, like this one was, I think it was like 4.5 by 4.5 square, and that's what it makes this. So the actual height of the thing, it's about 2. I don't know if that's how it works out, if it ends up being about half of what your square is. I've never really paid attention. So that might be, I did it like 4.5, and this is a little over 2 at the longest point. So you can kind of figure what size you want your square. So basically what you do, let's do that first, so that I've got that out of the way and my hand can recuperate. So all you have to do, let's do the same size, or should we do it a little smaller? Let's just do it the same size. So like 4.5, let's just say 4.5. Oop, that's not going to show up. Hold on, please. I need something that marks dirt. So we have 4.5 right there by 4.5. And of course, I'm not going to cut this straight, but we'll cut it. Where's my other scissors? We'll pretend this is a square. Let's just pretend. Okay, so then what you do, ooh, that's really crooked. Woohoo, that's really crooked. All right, so you fold it in half, and you kind of halfway find like the center point. And let's just put another little mark right there. So there's the center point. Now, if you have really, really thin fabric, it looks really cool if you double it, and then the inside will be a different color. That always looks pretty. So anyway, so then what you do is you come down, I would say about, what, 1/2 inch? Between 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. You kind of visualize this on the corners, and then you just very loosely stitch from here to there. All right, and then you fold it again the other way, and you loosely stitch it from there to there, and then you're going to turn it inside out. Let's do that because this is really thin. Let me see. Let me see. Let's try that. You know me, I'm always wanting to do something. This is kind of, woo, this is really a thick needle. And I'll do it, usually I do it in a thread that you don't see, but so that you can see what I'm doing. I like for it to blend in. So normally I would have done this with a cream colored thread. Whoopsie. So let's just see how crazy it looks. Whoa, helps if you put a I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. These look really cute. I should have gone to get one. I'm too lazy to go get it. These look really cute with the cantha quilts because they've already got a lot of stitching done on them. But if you want stitching, you could always do that before. I think it'd be kind of hard to do it afterwards. I'm guessing, but I don't know. And I'm just going to make big stitches, just for my fingers, for my hand's sake. But you would make smaller ones, obviously. And you'd use a different needle. You do a lot of things different. You would do so much different. But because I can't. And I don't know how to sew with my left hand. So this is just going to be rough. It's like I'm basting it instead of sewing it. Uh-oh, it just came out of the thing. Okay, now I got to thread it. One moment, please. One moment, please. Okay, here we go. One more try. It was nippy here today. The sun was out. It was a pretty day, but let me tell you, you needed a jacket out there just to go from the house to the studio. It was cold. Janice goes, I just used the sewing. Yeah, you could. I guess that would be the smart way to do it. But then you couldn't do it while you were sitting down watching TV. This is one of those have a little bundle next to your chair or your couch for something to do. I guess. I don't know. But there again, I like to do everything. I have to make things difficult. Okay. So now you do the same thing. I guess it'd help if I had pins too. Oh, I do. Hello. Where'd my pin go? Hey. Supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be a tiny bit warmer tomorrow, but just a tiny. But what made it so crispy was it was breezy. So that cool air just whoop went right through you if you weren't, you know, wearing something cozy. Ooh, 20s. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be ready for that yet. I know if the sun's out, even if it's cold, the dogs like being out there. But as soon as it gets cloudy, and they're like, hey, let me back in. Richard almost got a French bulldog. The lady, the lady that we get our rescues from, she contacted him and said, I have a French bulldog. Are you interested? He's a little feisty one. And my husband says, what do you think? I said, that's up to you. He's not going to be a big, gigantic dog. That's what, I don't want to be getting something big that's going to get us out of whack again, trying to maneuver it when it gets old. So he told her, well, if you can't find a home, you know, we'll take it. Very next day, they found a home. All right. So those, and I think it's the pug ones that do that, isn't it? Okay. So now you have, you know, you sewed all those. So now you turn it. Of course, it won't look that ugly because you will have used the proper color. And then you bring the two little sewed things together there. We're gonna tack these together, and then we're gonna tack these together, and that creates your little shape. It's real simple. It gets a little crowded the smaller you make them, but if your hands are working, it should be no problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Oopsie. Then you grab this end. So this part you'll have to do by hand, Janice. And there you go. There is your little bell this way, or a flower this way. Or if you're making a little fairy, it makes her cute little dress. It makes her cute little dress. Put her up there. Anyway, now how does this look bigger than this one? I thought this was 4.5. Oh, who knows? Oh, probably because it's thicker. It got all kind of bunched up. But anyway, there you go. You're welcome. Another project for your scraps. Hey, Jennifer. I didn't see you come in. Yay. I know, Gail. I told Richard, I said, I'm really surprised that that dog is up for adoption. I mean, who gave it up, or who lost it, or where'd the dog come from? They get big bucks. That's when I told Richard, man, I'm really surprised it's even on there. If you get a puppy, they're in the thousands, like $5,000. Oh, my hand is killing me. Oh, sorry, ladies. I'm a little distracted. My hand's hurting me right now. Okay, so these were found with the book that my dear lovely husband accidentally hid from me. I don't remember what's in here. What's the date on this one? They are so tiny, the dates, I can barely read them. Where does it say? And I know it says it there. Anywhere else? Because I can't see that. November. It must be last year. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, yeah, November, December, that'd be 23. January 24. So it's a year old. Because I was thinking these are kind of on the newer side, weren't they? His embossing glazes. So that's about a year old. All right. Oh, on the spine. Hello, Rosemary. Yeah, there you go. Told you, make it difficult. Oh, is it hard to get over there? Well, it's expensive even here, and they publish it here. Not cheap. Not cheap at all. Oh, I do remember this. The little French knots. I like making French knots. About the only thing I can do. It's about the only thing. Those are kind of cute. It looks like something that Janine would make, right? $27. Yeah, these are, I think, 17. 17 if you don't have the subscription, I think. What does it say on here? Read, Rosemary. Yeah, $15.98 and $19 in Canada. We should try something like that. Get your dried flowers out. Just make a bunch of layers. Rusty Dusty. Well, I got plenty of Rusty Dusty already. I don't know if she used dry flowers, to tell you the truth. It's a good question. As soon as I get my the back room there where my fabric is all everything put away and clearing off that table, I have a large table back there, and I'm gonna set up some permanent UV lighting thingamajigger I'm gonna make to do some of my cyanotype indoors, because all that cyanotype I've done in the past, I've used, natural light. But if I want to do it in different times of the year, obviously I'm limited. So I'm going to set up something back there so that I can do it indoors. I have some ideas of what I want to do. Oh, and Lucy, thank you for the email. I looked at all that, and it started, I mean, a lot of that I already know, but I don't know how to explain what it is that I don't know how to do. Or maybe you just can't do it. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty. How did they do that? Oh, I thought never mind. I thought there was maybe some encaustic on top of that, but there's not. It's just layers. It's still pretty, but for some reason, I was visualizing something else on it. look how cute. Birds on a wire. A little mobile. Cute. Cute, cute. Oh, I remember this. I didn't remember any of the other stuff. Well, I did remember the embroidery page. And I remembered this. This was very cool. Kind of elaborate for me, but I like it nonetheless. Just because of the architecture involved. I'm sure that's the only reason. I like using my pages from my albums. That's like those half page time cards. That's all a little too bright for me. Paper quilts. Put your food away. You don't want to get food poisoning. Don't leave it out. Too many people get sick over Thanksgiving because they leave things out all day long. And then people come and start repiling on their dish. And they haven't reheated it or they haven't had it in the refrigerator. Especially like, like the potato salads, anything that has like mayonnaise in them because that egg base goes bad really fast. I don't know. I'm not a pink person, but I kind of like these. I think it's the greens and the blue greens that are underneath. I like native art too, but I don't even consider that. Whoops, where'd it go? I don't even consider that native art. Not real native art. I think they're trying to mimic it, but you don't see anything that bright because the colors they use, they came from the ground. They're a lot more muted. I mean, that's just my personal take. I could be 100% wrong. See, I don't remember this at all. Lots of pink, guys. Lots of pink in this issue. There were several issues I remember where it was just way too much pink. Let me. Okay, thanks, Lucy. I appreciate that. See, oh, I remember that. They did the marigold. Remember we did the marigold a couple of years ago? I think that was like, what, the first or second one we did? I can't remember. I think it was the first one we did, actually, together. Yeah, Linda, me too. That was one of my favorite. Was oh, hello. Oh, see, chaos. The ripple. There's several, I gotta think who they are now. Several artists that have their classes at like 45% off. I got an email. Who was that from? I got 2 emails. 2 different people. I don't know how many of you, take classes. Okay, so this, I'll get smart. Look over here. Oh, this is 21. February, March, April of 21. Well, why did I keep that? And why was it next door? Okay. The stress book. I know. Oh, who was it? I think it was Allie. Because she came in late. So she went back and watched it, and she made the comment, "Oh, I'm so glad I came to watch it, but I could see the stressful moments." That's pretty. Journaling through lockdown. Oh my gosh, I guess so, right? 21. Well, nice pretty blues. I like the blues. Face it. These are kind of scary. Oh, look how cute. Now, see, I don't remember those at all. They're little leather journals. Reed, Janet Reed. What do you mean, who is Janet Reed? Was that a name in here that I didn't notice? These are adorable. Oh, in the front? Her artistic journey. Oh no, pumpkin pie. Oh, I drive over for a sweet potato pie. Hey, CJ. Did you guys get a lot of snow? Or did you already get your snow? Moose and child. Rabbit and child. Oh, CJ, we made little bells out of scraps. I know you have fabric. You make them with little squares. They can be little flowers, little bells, little trees, fairy dresses. You just need a square. Wow. This is really dating everything. Now this is quarantine. Oh, now see, I like doing stuff. Oh, that's January. Okay, I like her. I didn't know what her name was. I've seen some of her stuff, and I've done some stuff like. Well, let me see. Is that one up? Oh no, I don't have that one. I think I sold that. I did it on Canvas, and basically what you do is, you get any kind of photograph that you like, and you know, take it down to either the bust line or the waist, and then you paint the rest and blend it in together, and it has a really cool effect. See, she did that at the waist. There's another one at the waist. How do you make paint stick to a tin? Yeah, what Lucy said. Oh, there's some more. I was reading this article. Oh, that's pretty. I like India. How pretty. Oh, it's to hang. Hmm. Whoops. Hey, Erin. Wait, what did it say? Oh, this is metal. Interesting. And then when you do anything on metal, make sure you seal it. Because even if it's sticking, it easily gets scraped. And put some kind of a matte sealer over it. Unless you want it shiny. Pink again. What the heck is going on? I didn't seal that moth that we did with the tin because I realized I didn't have any more sealer. Then I bought some yesterday, and then I forgot to seal it. So it's sitting out there in the enclosed porch there in the front. So I haven't done any more with that. Pretty. So that look, advertising. So that look of Janet was kind of, sort of what I did. Which book was that in? Was it in this one? Let's see. think it's in this one. Hold on. Oh yeah, sort of what I did with this one, because this was a picture that went to right to the base of this, because this was all one piece. So she was cut off right there, sort of like at the armpit, and then I painted the rest of this to go up into her. So it was sort of that technique, and I did that with, okay, let's just start. Oh, I did it with this one too, a little differently. Where does she end? I can tell by where the paper ends. Hold on. Okay, she ends right here and right there. So then I had to add the lines to have her sitting in the chair, because I think she was on a straight chair, because that line goes straight across. But I wanted to put her in the rocker, so I put her in there and then continued her dress to make it look like she's sitting there. I was being a little more exact because I wanted to keep, the integrity of the real picture. But she kind of blurs it when she does it. I like that look too. Like that was kind of how this was done also. Whoops, there's the original, and then I just extended it down. Same thing here, extended the original all the way down. And then the walkway, that was extended out. So, when you go, oh, I'd like to draw, but I can't draw. Well, I can't draw either. But I can continue a line that somebody else already started. You can do that. So you could take anything out of a magazine and say, well, it looks good to a certain point, and then there's advertising or something down below. We'll just cut it off and glue it somewhere and then extend it down. Oh, I started her. I had never finished her. So hers ends right there. And then I was going to be extending her arms and her dress. And I still had to paint it all to make everything match. I never went back to it. But that's how you do it. Oh, this is done that way too. Hello, there's two more here. So this ends, where does this end? Sometimes it's hard to find where it begins and ends. I think it ends like right there. And then on this one, all I had to do was extend the darkness in the sky. Her full dress was there, so I didn't do anything. I don't think I did. Did I do anything right there? I don't think so. I don't feel, although I feel a little bit of a bump right there. Maybe I did. Maybe just went to like right here. So then I added this and I added all of that. Maybe. And then on this one, where did that end? I can't tell. But I know I added the grass to blend this all in, and I did the background. I'm not really sure. See, I even forget. That's it. And then I just kind of put this to rest. I lost interest. I keep saying I need to go back, but I haven't. And see, I put this down and I haven't, I was just going to bring out these colors to make it look all one piece. I just haven't done that yet. But this was the easy one too, because you're not dealing with the face, the dress, or anything. It's just the outline colors, basically. Now, I glued that down, but I really haven't done anything with it except trying to blend the color in and create like a little halo around the dress. But that's all I've done on that. And obviously haven't done anything on there because it's just stark. And that's that. So if you're a little messy about it, then you create her look. Because her look, see, it's a messier look, which is actually easier because you're not trying to be exact. You're just trying to give a, a feeling as opposed to like a really, really trying to blend it. Pretty cool. So that's her. Oh, this was the, I forget what the technique's called with the fabric. What's that called? You guys know. You put the fabric in there and then you cut it and throw it in the washing machine. What is that called? That's sort of what they did on this with paper. There's a name. I can't remember the name. This is cute. That looks a little bit like that Tim Holtz tissue paper that has, I don't know, but those scenes are from the beach. The one I'm thinking about. Yeah. Chenille. They call it something else. So, I mean, yeah, in the same vein of that, but they don't call it that. They call it something else. Oh, just escapes me right now. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I liked all the colors on that. Dried flowers. You know I love them. Well, let me tell you, ladies, if you get, let me tell you, if you get flowers, if you go around stealing flowers from the trash um, at your local florist, be careful. Because I totally forgot that flowers that you get from the florist, they have been soaked in water that has certain chemicals in there that prolong their lives. And let's just say the microwave does not like those chemicals. Hey, Adria, they do not like those chemicals. And when I went to go press them in that press thing that I have that goes in the microwave, it caught the flannel on fire. So don't, if you get them if you get them from the florist, if you don't get them from your garden, do not put them in the microwave to dry them. Big trouble. Big trouble. Just don't do it. Learn from my mistakes. Now you don't want, because it was so funny. I had them in there. And the microwave makes a little noise, right, when it's doing its little turn. But then I started to hear what I thought was like a sizzle. And I didn't right away, didn't pay attention, because they were only going to be in there like, I don't know, I think 20 seconds. So I don't leave it any longer than that, 20, 30 seconds. And I had, left the room, and then I came back. And when I came back, I literally saw smoke coming out of the microwave. And I screamed to go over there. I opened it up, and it just woof came out. And it was because it smelled. I had to open everything up. And because it had the chemicals that started to burn, and it burned the felt that comes with that little doodad. And I was going to get the replacement. One of you ladies put the link in there for me. But the replacement pads cost almost as much as the whole thing. So I said, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Hi, Debbie. I said, there's no way, Jose, am I paying $3 less than I could get a brand new one. I may look, not the brightest one in the bunch, but I'm smarter than that. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, too. Everything's kind of cool. So you have to dry them the old-fashioned way. Slap them into a book and be done with it. Slap them in the book. And that same artist, she's like in every single magazine. They must like her, or she's one of the editors. She's probably one of the editors. Hey, Miss Auntie. 8 o'clock. Susan's not here for the hey, but I can say hey. Hey. See, even the phone says, it's hey time. It's happy hey. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Well, Gothic vignettes. How come I don't remember this? This is kind of cool, too. I don't remember this at all. How funny. Very odd. I like those beads. Oh, those are kind of cool. Oh, and another thing, I've been coming across, I think Susan has taken a nice deserved rest. She's been like really, she's been dealing with her convalescent doggy, and the dog will not sleep in its kennel in the bedroom for whatever reason. It just cries and cries and cries, wants to get up on the bed, and the dog can't get on the bed because it can't get up and get down yet because of the surgery. And so even if she were to get into bed, she can't sleep because he won't. Oh, forget. Anyway, so she's been sleeping in the recliner so the dog can be out there and be with her. And how long can you do that? She's been doing that for at least 3 or 4 weeks. So she really doesn't get what I would call a good sleep. Yeah, she's a good doggy mom. So I think Betty was going to go to some family's house for Thanksgiving, and Susan was staying home with the animals. And I bet you anything, she's asleep and she's resting. Ooh, look how pretty that is, guys. What the heck is this? I love looking at magazines that I already have looked at, and I look at it like it's the first time I've ever seen it. What the heck is going on here? So, oh, that's a cool idea too. Don't show that to Janine. Okay. Pretty cool. So I'm just trying to think of what I can do that my hand can do besides yakety yak and go through a magazine with you guys. Because that's got to be a little boring. But my hand is not very cooperative. So I have some of these, people. I don't know what they're really for. I think they're really for slides, and I don't even understand how they were used, because this is a real thin metal. Have you guys had some of these? This is an old one that I found with the book that that my husband lost for me. This is this is May, June, July of 24. So, it's not like years old, but it's not the latest one. It's from the summer. Okay, so they're for vintage slides. Okay, but I still don't, and then what? Did this go into like a slide projector? I don't know. And then I've got like two parts to mine. Hold on. Let me see if I can find them real quick. They have like two parts, and I really don't know. Really don't know. Where did they go? Hello, hello, hello. Where are you? Oh. Well, they were right here before I straightened out. Where I ended up putting them, that's a good question. If I wanted to get organized, where would I put them? Because now, we can just put it out. Hold on. I think they're in here. just organized enough, but not too organized to get lost. Let me see if they're in here or not. No, that just has the glass. Oh, where's the... Oh, no, they're not here. Wait. No, that's just the glass. Well, where did I put the metal stuff? Nope, this is all the glass stuff. So, okay, too organized. Where did I put the metal part? Oh, yeah, just pay attention to me. Do the opposite. Just do the opposite, people. Whoa. Oh. Just knock something over and you can find them. Here we go. And you're laughing at me. See, I'm organized. I put it where it said lights. Lights. Oh, there's lights in there too. So, okay, so I have this part. Well, they're not identical to that, but that's where you slip it in. And then this part folds in to keep it in place. But I think I thought it came with, oh, here we go. No. Yeah. So it came with these also. So I guess the negative goes in here and then that folds up and then all of that slides in there, I guess. I'm guessing. You can tell I haven't used them. Okay. And then what? Then what was done with them? I don't know. Did they go in a machine? And then you would fold that up to keep it in there. And then this, I don't know what the heck that is. Something else that, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Right there. So anyway, so I have those. I haven't played with them yet. Mm-hmm. Oh, the answer is up there. Up where? Where? I don't know. I don't have anybody to read to me. So anyway, so I have these. And I think they also came. Okay, this was the odd part. I think it was with this one. Let me double check. I think it came with this glass. Or not. Let me see. Because I remember they came together. And why would there be... Yeah. So why would there be glass that goes in here? And then this goes in here. Okay, now I'm really confused, guys. They go into a rack. Oh, like a projector type thing. So what's the glass for? What Janet said. Anyway. Oh, I put a negative maybe on the glass. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. So maybe this goes in here like that, maybe? No, it doesn't fit. That doesn't go in there. Or maybe it does. No. No, you do it that way, it doesn't close. So they went in there separately, which is kind of weird. Oh well, let me put the glass away before I end up, you know me, I'll cut myself. Oopsie. Auntie, you got a bunch of cool stuff and you don't know where they are? You're worse than me. At least I have kind of sort of an idea. I just don't know which wrong label thing I put it in. Lights. Hello. Oh, maybe I was thinking lights, camera, action, film. There was a connection there somewhere, I'm sure. Oh no. Oh no, that's funny. Alrighty. Yeah, everybody go run to their box that says lights. You never know what you're going to find in there. Anything I could do to help. Scrubby. And that's it, guys. That's all she wrote. La-di-da. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do blend your photographs with your acrylic paint, check out Janet Reed's. And she's probably got a lot of pictures in there that can inspire you. Oh, where's Jean going now? Okay, ladies, suggestions. What can I do that won't pain my hand? Help me out. Help me out. Suggestions, please. Pretty please. I might have to go into chaos mode. Get the ripple effect. So I was thinking I'd do some of the, see, there's nothing I can do. Because I was thinking, well, I'll do a little bit of that tin stuff. No, I can't use my hand that way. It'll kill my hand. Ellie. No, no, please, no chaos mode. You could flip through some of your old Trashy and Flowy journals. My Trashy, I have some of my Trashy ones. I was just looking at one the other day. Okay, where's trash number one? Whoa, sorry about that. Where is trash number one? This isn't trash, but what is this anyway? Oh, I know what that is. Okay, so we're gonna see that. Then what else do I have? I don't have too many. I've gotten rid of a lot of them. Okay, here's some. And where's my other trash? I think I have one trashy one up here. Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Well, maybe not. Okay. Now these are super old. This is when I was only interested in doing trash journals. Okay, so Mama Zuma's Revenge. Hey, Tamar. We're reminiscing. It may not be the end of the year, but it's the end of my hand for right now. Okay, so way back when I didn't even know what a junk journal was, I came across a couple of people that were doing junk journals, two or three. I honestly can't remember who they were, but the one that stuck in my mind was when I saw Shannon Green playing around with all her trash in her journals. And I go, oh my gosh, I can do that. This is when I was laid up with my broken ankle and foot and everything else. So then there was this place down the street that was sort of like a warehouse thing that would sell large quantities of maybe damaged boxes and stuff like that. And they would get them because they couldn't sell them damaged like that. Well, one of the things they had there was all these kinds of unusual bags of chips I'd never seen before. I'd never heard of Mama Zuma's Revenge habanero potato chips. And I just loved the bag. So I had no idea what the chips taste like, but they had to taste pretty good with a name like that. So that's when I got that and put that on the cover, and then just started. I haven't looked in this thing in years. Just started looking at um, things to glue in there because it was so new to me. It was like, oh my gosh, you can actually just tear something out and glue it somewhere. So that's what I did. This is like my first trashy glue book. And I threw everything in it. I didn't care what it was. I was just so excited. I had never heard of such a concept. I says, wow, these ladies are crazy. They're my kind of people. My kind of people. I don't know why that little duckie's there, but he's there. Oh, and I had to put my Nathan's thing. Remember, you threw all of your trash in these. These were like real trash. About as trashy as you can get. Oh, my black beans. My black beans, of course. This must be like, I don't think I put a date, but man, it must be like 2017, something like. Hi, Sarah. Like 2017, maybe. I might find a date on because I would use the envelopes that I got in the mail, so there might be a date on here somewhere. Well, I could probably. Oh, 15. Okay. Oh, that's 2015. Oh my gosh. It's been a long time. Oh, this is my first experimentation with black and white. This is the beginning of it all. This is where it all began. Wow, this is 9 years, you guys. That's crazy. Oh, this never got glued down. And why not? I don't know. So I think what this was is you're at the end of the year where they have all those booklets out there for you to do your taxes. So then when it's all over with, you know, they have them in a pile at the library for you to get rid of them. That's what all these pages are before I glued stuff onto them, was torn out pages from that. See, from the Medicare health plan. Oh, is there a date? I don't see a date. Oh, and I glued on the other side. So anyway, okay. But more or less, oh, maybe it has a date for the Medicare. No. So it's at least 2015. See, sell by the first 2016. Sell it by then. And so that's my very, 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 very first one. The very first one. And then this, I guess, is my next one. Oh, I guess I was concentrated on faces on this one. Looks like, I don't know. No, I guess not. Ooh, King Kong! Black and white. What that is. So I guess that was my second one. And then this one. Okay, this is made from pages from the same magazine from the Medicare, but I tore them up into smaller pieces. And this was the one I made before I made the Asian one. But what I did is I took 2 or 3 pieces of, or 2 or 3 pages, and create a pocket, and there's 2 or 3 pages on this side, and then just sewed them, and that was each page, and that created a pocket. And then that's just the same magazine, but I painted the pages. Whoops. I was eventually gonna glue something on there, but never did. Okay, so I just painted the whole thing in that, you know, turquoisey kind of color, and then just started gluing. Gluing, gluing, gluing. Yeah, the menus and stuff. I mean, I was so I collected everything. It was ridiculous. And then it what really got ridiculous is when I started to throw out stuff. Uh, my husband would go and take it out of the trash, and he says, "You threw this out accidentally. Aren't you going to use that for your journal?" I go, "No, I have too much junk already. I don't need another box. I have enough cardboard boxes for my cereal boxes. I don't need any more, thank you." So that was that. This I like the feel of this one, and I like the size of it. To tell you the truth, isn't it funny? You get a certain size in your hand, it feels better than other books. You know, this is 5 by 5. I really like. I don't know. I just like how that feels. And then I went crazy one day, and I had a bunch of. I guess my 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 issue with file folders go way back when, because I took a bunch of file folders and I just slopped paint on all of them, and I didn't know how to do any kind of binding because I didn't know how to do anything, and so I just did a pamphlet stitch and then tied them all together and then put some. Yeah, I just and then tied them there and tied them there. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't. And then, so I already had the backdrop. Oh, 2015. Hello, the first thing I ever dated. Um, so for a lot of us, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to start because you have a blank page. But if you already got it filled with color, then you're not intimidated anymore. So if you're going to make, some kind of a journal that you're going to glue and draw and do all kind of things in, just put a bunch of paint on every single page and then go from there. That's what I say. Uh-oh, what's it? What's the date on this? Yep, 2015. Oh, how cute. Who's that from? Oh, how cute. And then I just started gluing. That's all we did again. Where's the Turkish money? Where? Oh, that's right. Hello. I don't know who sent me this. Somebody from Turkey, I guess. I don't remember. And, aw, a lady from Australia. She sent me some stuff. And there's some sticky stuff because I haven't looked at this in years. Oh, this was some kind of a prompt I was following. It said to do circles. So that was my circle. Circles and circles and more circles and more circles. How cute. That's right, Auntie. Wasn't from you. I don't know why Mickey Mouse is there, but I guess because there's a circle. I don't know. Oh, and this is my first blending. Blend. Oh, I think that was supposed to be Junior. Oh. That was supposed to be Junior. I don't know what the prompt was on here. It made her look a little psychotic, but Oh, that was a stamp I made. I had to make a little stamp, so that was it. I made it. Of course, I couldn't make a small stamp. I made a gigantic one. Figures. Oh, yeah. The only circle of trust you should have is a donut. That was deep, right? Very deep. Oh, and then I made some more stamps. And the colors just said, this must be Australia. So then I just started doodling and doodling and doodling some more. And ended up with that page. Now she reminds me of a lizard lady. So these were all painted, and then I just started drawing, some faces on there, and then colored out it wasn't the face. Same thing here. These were all the colors in the background, and then after I did that, then I came back and kind of, oh well. Yeah, we did, Auntie. You remember that? I have that book here too. I'll get it in a second. I have. That's about the only, these right here that you see, these four plus what I'm going to show you in a second. That's the only thing I have from when I began. Yeah, lizard people. Doesn't it look like a lizard people? I'm just waiting for time to go. Oh, we were supposed to draw something with coffee. She looks like she's had a little too much coffee. Just a little too much coffee. I think she's related to the lizard people. And I just thought they were cute. I cut them out from somewhere. I don't know where. I think I pieced them together. They weren't like that. I got the dress from somebody and the legs from somebody and the head from somebody. Some picture. I don't know. Oh, and these were some other stamps I made. They're around somewhere. I don't think I ever finished these pages. The colors look like American Indian, Native American. So I started that, but I don't think I ever finished. And I think she thought she was going to join the circus, but she didn't. Oh, she's scary. Oh, my kitty family. Oh, look. Meow, 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 meow. Oh. I'm not sure where that came from. Not sure at all. And these are old little metal toys from, century ago. Oh, I love these. Bunch of flower heads, pot heads. I had a whole series of pot heads. Christy Tomlinson. I don't remember that name. That might have been before me. before my time. Oh, negativity. Negativity. So what I did is I got a black and white and then I painted her. So this is done with some acrylic paint off of a black and white photograph. Oop, never finished that. Never finished her. Wheels! Oh, this is supposed to be the negative space. I cut all these holes out of this, and then all these little pieces around here are the holes that I cut out. So it's supposed to be about something that had to do with negative space. Oh, never finished those. Black and white, yay! Oh, now she's scary. I think these are all empty. Uh-oh, maybe not. Oh, the puffins. They're so cute. No, I love that picture. That's how I feel half the time. And this, I don't know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. This is when I took up the first challenge of Shannon's, oh gosh, I went blank. What's the name of that thing? Oh, I forgot the name right now. You know, where she makes you do it like every 25 seconds. She makes you change the page. So here's mine. You had seconds to do everything. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Janice. Something like that. I just went blank. How awful. Yeah, you gotta go booking, man. Ding! Move on. Ding! Move on. Ding! 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 Oh no. I did have a relationship with mice. Oh my gosh. Oh! She was on there for her teeth, and it was about bleaching your teeth. So I took this thing off of this candy thing. It shows all of the sugar and all this kind of stuff. And then I cut her face into 3 parts, and then I blacked out some teeth. So it was to bleach or not to bleach. I think that's it. I think that was it. Oh, another creepy girl. I think that's it, though, on this one. Because you only did so many pages when you did the journaling by 5. And that's still an excellent thing if you want to get into, art journaling, not necessarily, writing journaling, but art journaling, and you haven't done it or you're intimidated by it. That's an excellent way to start because you don't have time to think about if you're doing something right or wrong. You just let go of all that inhibition and you just have to do it. Let me get the one that we did from the chips. No, it's right here. That was my first workshop that we had here in the studio. Shannon and I did one together. Is that the first one? Oh, I better not say that was the first one. Maybe not. I know it's the first one we did together. I can't remember it was the first one I did here. Huh. Boy, my memory is really going. Anyway, so this, we made this. And let me see. I don't think the ladies that were here are in the chat right now. A couple of you were there, but you're not there now though. Never mind. Okay, so we made, these were all done with paint chips. Well, almost all done with paint chips. And I'd gotten a whole bunch from a guy that was switching out from one season to the next. And I literally got a big giant trash bag of these. And that was my first, that was my awakening. Like, what can you do something interesting with all this stuff? Oh, so that's what I had to come up with something. So that's what all this is, if I can untangle this. So these are, woohoo, these right here underneath are all the chips. And that's the size that they were. So that's the size I made the book. And we connected all of these with fabric as the hinges. But we didn't put the hinges in the middle. We put them straight across the top. And then we decorated. And we put, obviously, 2 of the chips. And we made pockets. And we made tags that could go in there. And some of the ladies had never done collage, so it was nice that they had little small areas that they could collage and not be intimidated. And I guess we're using trash and everything. So these all came from tea bags. Had all different kinds. And then on this side, it was just a little file folder. And then some papers. And the book that we cut a lot of these pictures from, we just put a couple of pieces back here. And then this right here. And how was that? What? Oh, thank you, Auntie. This was fun. And it was a good learning experience for me about how to teach, what people are intimidated by. Because I had never taught this stuff, right? And I learned a lot of positive stuff I learned. Now, if you had like scrapbook paper, you could do the same thing with this. If you had, you like the background, but you didn't necessarily like the printing of it, and then you could cover it all up. Oh, and then there's one here in the front, and it had a pocket. I guess whatever I had in there, it came, I took it out or something. And then these were all those little decorated. We had little stamps and little pieces of lace that we put on there. And then I used pages from that same book to cover the cover. So all the writing on there had something to do with plants, That was cute. And it was fun. And we were able to do we got all the construction done, in that one day. And they even started on some of the decorating, but they got to take home all the stuff to cut out and decorate and stuff like that. And then they showed us their finished product, and it looked pretty cool. They did a good job. Yep. Let's see. No, I didn't take them, Auntie. He was throwing them out. See what happened is that they changed the names of the paints 2 times a year, so that if you go back, say you painted your room, and then you go back and you looking for that chip because you want some more of the paint, and you threw your can away, but you remember the name, it's not there anymore. They switch them out and give them new names. They might be almost the same color, but they're basically thrown out. So when the guy comes in and changes them, if you time it just right, they just throw them away. They don't, they throw them away. So the guy from the paint company, not necessarily, I got him at Home Depot, but it wasn't a Home Depot guy. It was the representative of the paint company, and he literally took everything out of the racks, put them in a bag, and he was refilling the racks. And when I saw that, I gasped. I almost had like a heart attack. I go, oh my gosh, he's not throwing those away, is he? Oh, 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 oh. So I run over there and I asked him, I said, what are you doing with those in the trash bag? And he looked at me a little weird, and he says, I'm throwing them away. And I said, could I have them for an art project? He goes, oh, sure. Oh my gosh. Because I was afraid to ask. A lot of people, they don't like you asking for stuff. And he said, sure. And he says, well, I said, when are you going to do this again? He goes, oh, in about 6 months. I never saw him again. But, I didn't know what day he was going to come. I didn't want to act like a stalker. Could you give me your name, and can you text me when you're going to? But those things lasted me forever. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. A couple of years, I still had some of those. I was using them for different projects and stuff. That's how long they last. So I saved them from the landfill. I did my part. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You got to take your old one if you kept it. Um, yeah, like exactly, Deb. That's exactly right. It's very seasonal. Their colors. Um, yeah. So so I always make sure that I get one of those mixing sticks, dunk it in a couple of times, and make sure the color's on it really well. And that's my filing system. When I want something, I just take that with me, and they can match the color right away. Oh, that is way over my ability of being organized, Deb. You're just a little too organized for me. Oh. I used to do that for my clients. I just never was smart enough to do it for myself because I used to do designing, and I was really good about that for them. But you just don't do it for yourself. See, Janice is all organized. Yeah, I'm good at getting my. I'm doing really good if I remember to do my paint stirrer and go and put that away. Because all the colors I've ever had in my house, they were always, you know, I would mix something together and say, this is what I like. And then I'd take it in, and then they would make me some paint like that. So your filing cabinet is beautiful, but your house is a mess, huh, Janice? I can identify with that. My goodness. Well, at least my hand is feeling a little bit better. I knew if I was doing stuff, my hand would be ruined for another week. It's feeling a little bit, I'm feeling a little more on my tips. It's right down into here. I can feel it down here now. It's just ticklish now, but at least I can feel. At least I can feel. I can feel again. So next week we'll start the cage dolls. Yay! Yeah, that sounds like me, Brenda. Like if you go into my house, everything's pretty organized. I don't have like my counters are clear. Um, I don't have dirty laundry. um, it looks very. It looks like, oh, a person really keeps keeps things organized in here. And then you come over next door to my studio, and you go, whose place is this? On my hands. He says that it's carpal tunnel, but not enough where you need to get the surgery. He says I can just use that brace thing at night, and he told me certain things to do and not to do. And of course, when you're dealing with art and stuff, and you're cutting and you're the stuff we do. There's no way that I cannot use my hands certainly. And so I make the mistake and I do something he advised me not to do, and then I pay the price for about a week. Yeah. It used to be really bad when I slept, but now I sleep with that thing, that, hand brace thingamajigger. Um, and it doesn't do that anymore. So I don't wake up trying to feel my arm and trying to feel my hand. Everything's hunky dory because I don't, it doesn't let me bend it too far either way. And I think I don't think, I know I have a habit when I would sleep, I would like kind of curl up my hand and kind of like put it under my chin or my head or whatever. So my hand all night was, you know, bent as far as it could go with the pressure of my head or my whole body. So it would just go numb because there was no circulation at all going on. So that stopped all that. Mm. So I'm just trying to be good so I can just slide through the cracks and not have to have surgery. Mm. So anyway, so I use that and I just try to be a little more mindful. But what happened was this past week and a little bit of the week before, we really had to wrap up that fence, and it was 150 feet long and 8 feet tall. And I had to cut in where all the 4x4s were and where the 2x4s go across. You know, it the roller obviously only goes so far, and so I had like a half an inch or an inch gap everywhere that had to get touched up. So I was using a small brush, and all you're doing is going wah 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 wah, and it just irritated my hand. And even just holding the brush, my fingers started to go to sleep because I was going like that so much and pressing down on the brush. So it's all done. It's all done. My hand's almost all done too, but at least I won't have to be doing that for a long, long, long time. So if I was just doing this stuff, it probably wouldn't have aggravated it, but doing, cutting and sewing and everything on top of already irritating it from the painting, that's what put me over the edge. So I should be okay after this settles down. I should be all right. Yeah. Yep. I think everything I have has paint on it. Wait a minute. Who's Brad and Bob? Ouch. I'm missing out on people. Everybody knows who Brad and Bob is. Oh, they're physical therapists. Oh. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I was thinking of artists. Yeah. I think Janice gave me a link to that. I think Janice. Oh. Okay, ladies. I am going to let you go. If you got the kit, we're going to be working on that next week. Um, I hope I saved one for myself because they're sold out. They're in back order right now. As soon as Johnny gets her machine, because that's who I ordered them from. So um, as soon as she gets the machine, then I can get some, and whoever's interested that didn't get one will have some. Well, thank you for keeping me company, guys, while we did absolutely nothing. That's what true friendship's all about. We can get together and just look at each other and do absolutely nothing. All right, you guys, I'll take care and I will see you guys for sure next Wednesday. Sound good? Sound good. All righty. Good night, everybody.